With Descendants, the rise of Red out into the world, star Kylie Cantrall is on cloud nine right now. She can't wait for everyone to finally see the movie musical continuation of the popular Descendants franchise after working so hard on it. But since she stars in the titular role of Red, the daughter of the ruthless Queen of Hearts, Rita Ora, she's also feeling the pressure to make sure the fourth installment lives up to the original trilogy, and that's a worry she's had since she first auditioned for the role. It's daunting because I know how much this franchise means to so many people. It meant so much to me growing up. So the last thing I would ever want to do is taint it, Cantrall tells Entertainment Weekly. The whole goal with this film is just to continue the legacy and to continue to share these Descendants stories in this universe because it's so loved, and add to it and never take away from it, which I hope we do that, and I hope that people love it. Cantrall, 19, was just a kid when the first Descendants movie came out, making her the target audience. I remember being 9 years old when the first one came out in 2015. It was all the rage in 4th grade. Everyone was talking about it at school, and I couldn't wait for that Friday at 7 p.m. when it would premiere, she says. I remember walking over to my neighbor's house. We were besties, and we sat in front of the TV, had a little watch party, and the minute that first Rotten to the Core sequence came on, I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Their outfits, the songs, the dancing. I was obsessed. When the next 2 movies came out, Descendants 2 premiered 2 years later in 2017, and Descendants 3 followed in 2019. Cantrall's love for the franchise only grew. She smiles as she adds, and to think that, just a few years later, I'd be a VK, and I'd be in the universe. That is so cool. The 4th installment of the Descendants franchise follows the next generation of villain kids, aka the children of iconic Disney characters. Red, the rebellious daughter of the ruthless Queen of Hearts, is forced to team up with Chloe, Malia Baker, the perfectionist daughter of Cinderella and the now King Charming, played by Brandy and Paolo Montalban, reprising their roles from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella after her mother incites a coup against Auradon. The duo must travel back in time to undo the traumatic event that set Red's mother down her villainous path. Cantrall remembers being about to leave to film her role in the final season of High School Musical, the series when she first heard about the chance to audition to play Red. That's when her initial doubts started to creep in. Being such a Descendants fan, I was like, oh, they're bringing it back. Is it going to be as good? Do we need to continue this story? But once I read it, I was like, this is really good. And I love the character Red. The idea of the main character being a young girl who is more of an anti-hero than a stereotypical hero really resonated with Cantrall. I thought she was so cool, kind of putting a different spin on the princess idea, and I really fell in love with it, she says. A few days later, I got the call and oh my gosh, I was freaking out. I was so excited. At that point, you can't help but become attached to a character once you build it up in your head. So getting that call was just such a beautiful moment. But it didn't feel real until Cantrall put on Red's costume and her signature red hair for the first time on set. When I saw myself in the full outfit, the full red wig, I was like, dang, this is real, she says. Kids are going to dress up as this for Halloween one day. I'm going to have a doll that's my character. I feel like it's such a special opportunity to impact young kids, and I don't take it for granted whatsoever. I think it's so incredible, and I'm so honored to be in this position. But that moment, for sure, I was like, oh my gosh, somebody pinch me. I'm literally an action figure. This is crazy. While Cantrall loves all the songs and dance numbers in the movie, she says that Red is her ultimate favorite, and with a title like that, how can it not be? That number holds such a special place in my heart, she says. It's the first number in the film, so it really sets the tone and introduces my character for the first time, and what she's about, and her rebellious nature. And it really gave me a chance to be that ultimate villain, but kind of a hero in a way, which makes her so fun to play. There's so much depth to her, and I really just think it's such a powerful number, and it was so fun to perform.